Good morning, everyone, my dear shining beings and friends, Romans, countrymen, countrywomen. I'm Silvia Hartmann, and I'm live from beautiful Eastbourne by the sea. Sun is shining once again. Beautiful day, beautiful bright spring day. And I do remember there is a sea. I'm in special isolation. I can't go out at all, not for exercise, not for shopping, not for any reason at all, because I am cohabiting with someone with a compromised immune system. So that means I haven't been out for a long time now. It's quite interesting how that goes. But compared to so many other people, I'm really lucky because I actually have a little semi-detached house, and I've got a little garden, and I've got rooms, and I'm cohabiting with somebody I get on with really well. So I'm blessed. I am really blessed. Good morning, Helen. Wonderful to see you here with me. Give us the symbol of the day, please. That'll be fun. And Janine, good morning. Hello, my darlings. How are you doing? How are you doing in this fascinating situation? How are you holding up? Keeping your spirits strong and happy. Susan, good morning, Susan. Yes, we had a lot of fun yesterday. That was really quite interesting. It was my first post-Star Matrix interview where somebody asked me what I'm all about, where I come from, and what my purpose is. And Susan did a lovely interview with me. If you haven't seen that yet, it's on my timeline, and it's also on Susan's channel, and also on my community page on my YouTube channel. So you can click over there and have a look at that, because that was really fun. I really came sort of out of the closet with what I do, what I am, where I come from, and what my evil purposes are on this planet. Hold on, Helen, hold that thought. Thank you very much. Good morning, Kumazie, and Ilka is here with me too. Brilliant. Hello, ladies. Beautiful, beautiful, starry, wonderful women in the most expansive sense of that word. Where would the world be without the ladies, I wonder? Whew. Yes, so that was brilliant. That interview was great. It was I was like, yeah, I'm German. I don't like bullshit. I'm a woman. I'm an animal behaviorist by trade originally. I don't take any bullshit, and energy's real. God damn it. And that was really quite fun. I have I think I have pandered to the old sort of new age people for way too long. And it's I've been trying to not upset anybody. I've been trying to be kind to everybody. And it's, you know, and it's not about saying bad things about them, but it's actually saying what I really feel, what I really think should be said. And often I haven't said that because I didn't want to upset people. But, this time is now gone. And we have a new Sylvia. We have a post-star matrix Sylvia on our hands. Oh dear. And if that terrifies you, start tapping now. Good morning, Renata. And Helen says, hello, everybody. Hello, beautiful ladies, which is kind of groovy. Susan says, I only interview cool people who have a voice for others. Well done. Well done, Susan. I think that your new channel is going to be really, really successful, and is going to be hugely interesting for so many people. And I hope you will become the new opera of the world. That would be groovy. So, Helen has given us a energy symbol for the day, and it is the star. How perfect. Star Matrix 2 starts tomorrow. If you want to hear a long sales speech about Star Matrix, it's on the GOE members group, so you can listen to it there. I'm not going to do any more sales speeches for it. It's great, and as Susan would say, the right people are going to be guided towards this new journey that starts tomorrow. Okay, so I have absolutely nothing planned for this morning. Just gonna be here with you guys in chat, and if my dear energy mind should suggest something wonderful for us to do together, then I'd love to hear it. Did you hear that, dear energy mind? Yes, it did. Okay, well, and oh, look what I got. I have a new magic wand. I said to Martin, that's my partner, I said to him, can you make a spiral wand? And so he went away and did, and he made this. Look at that. Let's turn it to make the spiraliness of it become more apparent. Woohoo! This took him 2 days from a log of wood to turn it into this. Groovy. I tried it out and I found that because of the spirally nature of it, it's really good for unblocking sort of stuck energy. That's really sort of its purpose is raison d'etre. And yeah, it's a groovy thing, just thought. So I'll show you my new magic wand. Cool. Good morning, Clive. Nice to have you here with me. Renata says, I love the magic wand. And Helen says, wow, amazing. It is amazing. It's a wonderful thing. And originally, there was some sort of an idea to put like a big crystal on the back and a big crystal on the snout. But as it was sort of sitting on my desk, I was having a conversation with it, and it sort of wanted to be just itself. That all of it comes from the creation and the structure. And that's really nice. I this morning on the oh god, where was that? A modern energy art group, because we're in the magic toys section at the moment of the modern energy art course. I told a story about this guy I met God years ago, and he was seriously into NLP and chaos magic and Aleister Crowley and Golden Dawn and all of that. And he showed me this thing that he had made from coat hanger wire, and it had these massive lumps of rock quartz and obsidian stuck to his top of the head, and the third eye pointed on the temples, and there's a big one on his nose, and he put this hideous thing on his face and was staring at me through this with these crazy eyes, and my aspect just turned and ran from the room, out of the house, into the garden, found a bush, and just died laughing, absolutely died laughing, to the point I thought I was going to have an out-of-body experience. It was that bad. When I'd finished about half an hour later and just, brushed the leaves from my hair, I looked at the house and I just couldn't go back in there. So I just got in the car and went home, and I never saw this person again. But the reason this is a star memory for me is because I believe that it was on that day that I learned that in energy work and in energy magic, less is definitely more. The more sort of straightforward, as it were, and the more aligned something is, and the less it's covered with millions of crystals and symbols and this, that, and the other, the simpler it is. Actually, the more powerful it is in energy work. And that was for me personally really important to have learned. I thought that was fantastic learning experience. So I'm going to put this guy into my book of stars as well as one of my teachers on the golden line. Oh dear, sorry. Yeah, so that was fun. So what shall we do? Yes, our symbol of the day is the star. The star. I actually gave an entire um, workshop on the magic just of the star metaphor. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Got everybody to sing it and then to think about, what stars are and how people used to say that stars were holy and the spirits of the ancestors lived there and they were wonderful. And then science came along and said, they're just a big burning ball of gas in the sky. They're nothing. But as science developed, they're starting to find out more and more about stars, and we are getting back now to the wow, what exactly are they? What are these suns? And that's kind of groovy. So yeah, star, beautiful, beautiful thing to meditate upon, to work with, to use as a positive, to I often say that the heart center, the symbol for the heart center just tends to be a little red heart, but that's the physical heart, right? To me, the heart center is a flaring star. And I also often say that the protection that this flaring star provides is much better than putting loads and loads of onion force fields and blocks to, the world around you. If you can get your heart center sparking, going, it'll burn up any crap that comes anywhere near it and light your path at the same time. Beautiful thing, the star. Love the star. And of course, there's that whole Starfields thing. Oh, Martin, good grief, Martin Charter. Hi, good morning. Welcome to Sunday Life with Silvia. Waves to Martin. Ah, thank you, Helen. Helen says, I like your stories. Oh, that's very kind of you to say. It's, yeah, sort of stories of enlightened the star stories, sort of moments in your life when you've actually really learned something. I think they're really important, and I think that people should share them when they've learned something massively important, like I did with that guy with the crystals. That actually, that's just causing chaos when you're putting that much stuff together. Just calm it down. Nice and simple, does it? Oh, cool. Yeah, we got interesting audience this morning. Um, yeah, how are you getting on, guys? What's your favorite thing? What's keeping your spirits up? Let me know in the comments, and perhaps there's some ideas for some others among us to, you know, do something. Something that's kept my spirits up, interestingly, is really going to town on the weeds and the overgrown bushes and trees in my garden. It's been really fun. And accruing massive piles of ivy and weeds and branches and twigs, and then burning them at night. At the moment, Venus is really bright in the sky just up there, and it's watching me. And sort of, I love, I love making fires. I'm about 5% off being a real firebug because it relaxes me. It's so primal, so connecting to all the other people who've made fires under all these circumstances all over you know, the entire time span of humanity. And it's just something wonderful. Actually, I saw a music video by some Aboriginal kids, I think from New Zealand. It was called "We Are the Firemakers." And I just loved that because, I'm not Aboriginal, but I am too. I'm a human being, therefore I'm a fire maker. And that's really something if you think about it, it's another thing we can deal with. Okay, so Helen said in my question, so what's getting you through these challenging times of change? Nature, symbols, connection, and not trying to fall out with people. I know where you're coming from. I have my Facebook sort of timeline there flows down, and I see people's posts, and I'm just going, "Oh my God, you're such a muppet! What the hell?" Honestly, I want to unfriend you, and then I'm thinking, "No, stop, stop. This is a good person. They're just becoming really, really stressed. We don't know what's going on in their house, whether they're having terrible rows with their loved ones, or I've heard one person, they're in isolation with their wife and they haven't spoken to each other for 6 days now. And they are like sort of gliding about and trying to avoid each other and avoid looking at each other. That must be so awful. And all, yeah. So I'm very grateful for the situation that I find myself in, and I'm so glad, really. Blimey. Stones and rocks with symbols on. Yes. The energy symbols are lovely. And a great time at the moment to, find yourself some rocks if you can in the garden, or if you're out on your recreational walk, and have a go and learn the energy symbols. They're nice and easy. I'm sure there's instructions on the web on how to do that. I tend to share things with everyone, and they are lovely positives, and yeah, cool thing. Anybody learning anything new while they're in this situation? Anybody started learning anything new? I thought about it, but I'm spending a lot of time. Well, I'm guessing I'm learning something new. I'm doing the Power of the Positives course, and from one week to the other, I have no idea what the next segment is going to be. And I'm as, surprised as anyone. I obviously know the material, but it's like saying I know all the notes. That doesn't mean you have a song if you know all the notes, or what kind of song you're singing. The actual song that comes out at the end is, of course, a surprise. So yeah, I'm learning something new about the power of the positives. I'm also going to do Star Matrix as a participant this time, and I'm really looking forward to that. That's quite funny. Susan says she's enjoying astrology. Yeah, astrology is fascinating. It's really interesting. And it's not as stupid as some people will, believe. The way I've always tried to explain astrology is that it's not the stars that make anything happen. The stars and we are like on the same train, and there are big things in the universe that cause everything on the train to react together at the same time. So if there's like a sleeper not really nicely positioned, the whole train goes vroom, and then the glass water with water that jumps, and the people are jumping, and the whole train has jumped at the same time. And in that way, sort of big waves that affect the universe and big conditions that affect the universe, they affect us and the stars. And by seeing what the stars are doing, we can get a reflection and a prediction, a trajectory on what might happen next. So it's not as stupid as it may sound as astrology. Nicholas Stocker says, "Ooh, Silvia, lovely, your energy program. I do sometimes. I feel good." Excellent. Wonderful. Annette Burke, social media. I have seen some of your social media efforts, and I commend you on your activism and trying to bring some intelligence into the crazy world at the moment of the stressed people. It's a hard job, and I'm just going with being positive and just patient and positive and making, being positive basically. And I can do that because I am the energy guy. That's my job. That was always my job. Ah, Lorna says Star Matrix tomorrow. Thank you very much. I appreciate the shout out for that. Okay, righty ho. So, what shall we do? Let's do something. Let's do something together. Let's do something together as a happy family, meditation or something. Ugh. See, meditation, I hate that word. It sounds so boring. It sounds so horrible. It's so off putting to so many people. But what else am I going to call it? This is the keyword problem. So if I say I'm going to do a meditation, 90% of people are just going to go, bleh, because they think of monks sitting in the lotus position and calming your mind like I don't know what the hell. And that's not what we do. That's not what modern energy stuff in that sense is. But if I call it a sanctuary journey, then nobody searches for that term. And then it can't be found either. So I'd love to find a solution to this problem. This is a problem that's been haunting me forever. Is that if you're using the existing term, meditation, people are just hating it or they have totally the wrong idea what it is. But if you use the word that it is, that I use, then nobody knows it. So nobody finds it. And I only have like 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Oh, the tragedy. Oh, the tragedy. Let's just do a bit of fun, sort of positives. Let's do some positives. Come on, join me. Heart position. Hey, I've got my heart a little bit too high here, so it shows on the screen. But the point is actually just there. Haha, heart position. Deep breath in and out. You know, breathing is always really, really good for our personage. Deep breath. I can actually sort of hear my heartbeat now. That's interesting. And when do we ever do this, what we're just doing here? I mean, I don't do this. I only do this when I show this to other people, or I record a video, or I do a live stream, or I teach a workshop. I never do this. Perhaps I should start. Perhaps I should start. Tell you what, one of the nicest things, and it's one of my energy meditations. One of the nicest things is from EMO. It's called Greeting the Day, Greeting the Night. And what you do is you open a window so you've got some direct access to the outside world. Doesn't matter if it's raining or windy or whatever. In the morning, and you basically breathe in the morning and you say, "Morning, I greet you." So you breathe in the morning air. And you say, "Morning, I greet you." And just to take that moment to realize that this morning is brand new. It has never, ever been before. Even though our planet sort of goes round on its axis and round the solar system, the whole lot of that is going whoosh, traveling through the universe at tremendous speed. So, no morning is ever the same. It's somewhere else, completely somewhere else. And there's not one morning that's ever the same. Not one day is ever the same. And I think connecting with that first thing in the morning, especially in this situation where everything seems to be, just the same old, it's really enlivening to know that this one morning is special. It's never been before. It will never come again. And to breathe that in and say, "Morning, I greet you." And then its partner is last thing at night before you go to sleep. Again, step outside if you can. If you can't, open a window. Don't be afraid of the wind and the rain. Doesn't matter if there's any. And if there isn't, that's also fine. And what we can then do is just connect to the night and just say, "Thank you, night." And if you want, you can give it all the troubles of the day, all the worries of the day, and let the night take it away. Let the night wind take it away. And that's also beautiful. And a nice thing to go to sleep on. Of course, it's extra mystical, or, so it seems, if we can see the bright stars. Yeah. So, I constantly develop methods and techniques for personal development. I must have done, I don't know how many thousands of such things over the years. And some of them have really stood the test of time. And greeting the day and greeting the night is one of those that ever since it came first to me in about 2001 or whenever it was, is that I have used on so many occasions to raise energy, to find kind of a center, to reconnect to myself, to nature, my place in nature. It's been really, really useful. So please, by all means, share that with your loved ones, show it to them, use your own words to get this idea going. But the core concept there is that we are here with this one unique morning, this one unique night that will never come again. That is just once, I think is hugely empowering. It's beautiful. And it makes us more aware of our time, our lives, our incarnation, and what we do with it, basically. What we do with it, basically. Okay, my friends, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you like that thought. And, if there's anything else that I can give you, well, I can tell you some things. I can tell you some things. Oh, Martin says, I like to open the front door and look out every morning. Yes, that's a version of greeting the day. And it's a very, very good thing to do, and I highly encourage it. And add the greeting the night as well. That might help with getting to sleep, perhaps a little better. So, yeah, so what I'd like to say to you guys is that I know that you're an amazing person, and I know this. How do I know this? I don't even know you. I know this because I know people, you know? And I know people. And you are people. You're a person. You're amazing. The thoughts you've had, the ideas, the dreams, the experiences, the feelings, the sensations, the fascinations. Wow. You know? Wow. And I'm sorry that there are perhaps not enough people who are energy high enough to see how amazing you are, because they're too stress spiraled down and they can't appreciate you properly. And for that I'm heartily sorry. And for that is certainly one of my reasons why I want people to be energy richer, because the energy higher you are, the more beautiful and the more amazing the world becomes, and the more beautiful and amazing human beings become. And I really believe that every one of us is in poverty of love, of admiration, of people who are capable of looking at you and saying, I see you. That is, wow, that would be so, so wonderful if we lived in a world where we could see each other for more than we are, for more than our faults, for more than our trespasses, for more than our stress craziness, but to see that amazingness that's a human being. Oh, look what you've done. You made me cry now, people. Ha! Ah. Yeah, let's keep at it, people. Let's keep at it. Let's keep reminding people that they are more than their physical body, that they really have a spirit, that this spirit is delighted when it gets love, when it gets attention, when it connects with beautiful things, with things that we love. Let's just keep at it and keep sharing that and living that, walking our talk. I think that's, yeah, well, that's the most important thing, isn't it? Walking our talk as best as we can, which is what I'm super trying to do. Ah, yes. Wonderful. Okay. Yes, that'd be lovely, Susan. That'd be awesome if you would. So, yeah, tomorrow at 10 o'clock is Power of the Positives Part 5. I am thoroughly looking forward to what the aspect will will say. I look forward to learning what the next step in that is. I hope you're going to join me for it. If you can't be there at 10, there's replays on my timeline and also on my YouTube channel. So and then I'm going to have a cup of coffee and then Star Matrix liftoff at 11. And I'm looking forward to seeing those of you who will be there. Okay, guys. So lots and lots of love and blessing to you. Um, Look after your beautiful heart, starry heart. Try and find it in your heart to be compassionate with the stressed ones, and take a deep breath before you hit that unfollow button. But by all means, your happiness matters. If these people wind you up to the end of the earth, then just get rid of them. But let's try and be patient with the stressed ones as very, very best we can. Hello, Annette. Hi, I didn't see you were here. Okay, guys, lots of love. Have a wonderful Sunday. Whatever you do, find the beauty, find the magic, have a good time, and I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Bye. Bye, everybody. Oh, thank you, Ilka. Bye.